Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start our movie listings application. Now, the first thing that you need to do is go to the moviedb.org/documentation/API, and you should have a login and sign up link up here. And you need to go ahead and create an account so that you can get your API key and some other things that we're going to need for this project. Alright, so I've already created an account and I'm logged in. And if I go and I click my username up here, you can see it takes us to an account page. And then if we click API, that's going to show us our API key. And it's also going to show us an example of an API request or an endpoint. All right, and down here, you should have something, I think it's a button that says create application or register application, something like that. And you're going to want to click that and then go ahead and just fill it out. I just called it Movie Finder. Application URL doesn't really matter. I just put anything in there just from my home website, and then a description. All right, and then save it. So once that's set up, we're now ready to start our application. All right, so what we want to do is we want to clone the quick start as we've been doing. So angular.io, get started, and let's go to this link right here. And then we just want to grab this command. Alright, and then I'm in my projects folder. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. And let's get rid of that and call this Movie Finder. Okay, and then we'll CD into Movie Finder. And we should be able to now run npm install. Get all the dependencies set up. Alright, once that's done, we can go ahead and run npm start. That should start up our application, get it compiled. And while that's going on, I'm gonna just add my folder to my editor here, Movie Finder. Okay, so the application's running. Now what I want to do is create a components folder inside the app folder. All right, and then inside there we're going to just have another folder called movies, and in that folder we're going to have two files. We're going to have movies.component.ts, and then we also want movies.component.html. Alright, now let's copy what we have in our app component TS file, paste that into our movie component TS file, and let's see, we're going to change the selector. We'll change it to movies. Okay, and let's see, let's change the class to movies component. Alright, and then we're going to add right here module ID, and then module.id, and then let's change template to template URL, and then we just want to specify movies.component.html, and we'll save that. Now let's go into movies component HTML, and for now I'm just going to put in movies component, save it. Now we have to go to our app component TS file and import it. Okay, that's going to be from the components folder /movies/movies.component. Alright, and then down here we're going to add it as a directive. And let's go inside this template right here. And actually I want to change that to template URL. Okay, we're just going to make this app.component.html. We have to add our module ID right here, which will be module.id. Oops. All right, and we'll save that, and then let's go create that app.component.html file. And in here, let's put in our selector for the movies component. And we'll save that. And there we go. So we're now displaying the movies component. Now we're going to be using Bootstrap, but I want it to look a little different. So we're going to use Bootswatch, which is just basically just a customized Bootstrap CSS file. And we're going to use, let's see, what did I use? Slate. So if I click download, it's going to take us to that CSS file. So I'm just going to grab this link and copy it, and then go into my index.html and go right here, and let's say link rel style sheet. Okay, I'm going to paste that link in right here, save it, and then let's go down to where styles CSS is, and I'm just going to get rid of everything in that file and save. Alright, so if we go back to our application, now you can see that's implemented. Let's change the title in index.html. This is Angular 2 Quick Start. I'm just going to change that to Movie Finder. And then the next thing I want to do is go to Get Bootstrap. And we're going to go to Get Started, and then Examples. And then I'm going to grab this right here, this Jumbotron. Okay, click on that, and then do a Control-U. We're going to grab from the nav bar down to this ending container div, and we're just going to copy that. All right, and then let's go to app component HTML, and we'll paste that in. All right, and then for the movies, let's grab this, cut that, and go down. Let's see. I want this to go in this container right here, and I'm going to just copy. Let's see, I'm going to grab this right here and cut that. Alright, and we're going to go put this in the movies component. Just like that. Okay, we'll go ahead and save that. And then go back to our app component HTML. And let's go ahead and save that. And then we'll check out our application, and it looks like this. So I don't want this form right here. So we're going to get rid of that. So this form, just delete that. And for, let's see, what else? I think that's it for the nav bar. Save that. Now in the movies component HTML file, you can see we have 3 columns here, and I want to change that. I want to have 6 because each one will include a movie. So what I'm going to do is change this to call MD2, all of these. Alright, and then what we'll do is just grab these and copy and then paste them in. So now we have 6 columns. Okay, so I think that this is a good place to stop. In the next video, we're going to create our service so that we can fetch featured movies or popular movies from our API and display them in our application.